Hey, gorgeous souls. So I wanted to hop on really quick and talk about inspired gifting. And the timing is perfect of this because my friend Claire Dubois, who is the founder of Tree Sisters, says that we are entering into the season of consumption. Ugh, am I the only one that hates the way that sounds? So the holiday season for us here in the U.S. is the season of consumption, and I just hate that, and I don't want to be that. I don't want to be just a consumer. I want to be a thoughtful gifter. And so if that appeals to you, keep watching. I'm going to talk about a few things that I think are just great. Hey, I'll be Oprah for the day. You know how she does those Oprah's favorite things? Or a few things she thinks are just great. Well, I'm going to share with you some recent purchases. Hey, shh, no, dogs are wrestling. The camera might get a little jostled here. A few of my recent purchases that have changed my life. And I know that might sound a little bit dramatic, but I'm actually not exaggerating. Hang on a second. No. Okay. So first, I want to talk to you about PennZ Spices. That's right. Spices have changed my life. Who knew? So I like to cook, but I don't like to cook when I have to cook, and every day I have to cook, and then that's a very different feeling than just cooking for the nurturing and creativity and all those other wonderful things that it affords. But a couple months ago, a dear friend told me about PennZ Spices, and it has forever changed the way that I cook, the things that I am making, how they taste to me, and I'm absolutely giddy now about which spice I'm going to grab in the kitchen. And it's become a new, obsession, maybe addiction for sure. So of all the things that we have to be addicted to, I think spices is probably one that we can feel good about. And so this is my new addiction. And I only grabbed just a handful. Okay, this bowl is filled with many different spices, but this isn't even half of what I have recently purchased from Pennzis. But I want to show you some of them. What I love about this business is that Bill Pennz, the founder and owner of it, really supports the kind of work in the world that I support as well. So a democracy, for example, and using our power to vote to help the environment and for humanitarian purposes. And oh my gosh, just so many good things. So when you check it out, you'll see what his views are. And they're woven throughout his products. So as he talks about, hang on a second. As he talks about the different spice blends that he's offering, he tells you he tells you what's significant about that and what that is supporting in the work that they're supporting in the world. So that might not make a lot of sense to you right now, but when you research his business, you'll get it. So first we have, and they're from all over the world, these blends. Quebec beef spice. Now you might be asking, what's a vegetarian girl doing with a beef spice? And that would be a really good question. I didn't select this spice as much as I did as get it as a freebie, because that's the other thing I love about Pennzis is when you place an order of a certain amount, you get all this free stuff that comes on in. So I also got a packet, oh, I didn't bring it with me, a packet of Chicago steak seasoning. Again, I'm not buying steaks, I'm not seasoning steaks, but you can use this for everything. In fact, this on roasted Brussels sprouts is amazing. It's phenomenal. And inside the blend is salt, black pepper, coriander, garlic, white pepper, and a little bit of sugar. I would never know which seasonings to use to combine this type of blend to give flavor to Brussels sprouts and other roasted vegetables in this way. So this is what I love about the spice blends. He also, you can see this one is almost empty, just a little bit there. This is one of my favorites. It's called Fox Point. This blend has salt, shallots, chives, garlic, onion, and green peppercorns. This goes in everything from you can do any type of vegetables. You can do it in eggs. You can put it, if you do eat chicken or fish, It would be great on that, I'm told. It makes a really good vegetable dip. You just add a couple teaspoons to some yogurt or sour cream. Fox Point. It's incredible. It's delicious. Also, granulated air-dried shallots. Who thought that up? Delicious. We love shallots, and I always seem to not have them in the house. And so air-dried shallots, delicious. Taco seasoning. This came as a freebie. This is so amazing. It's called Sardust. It's a Russian seasoning. Do you get it? Tsar, like the Russian Tsar? Anyways, having a lot of fun with that. I haven't used it yet, but I'm going to have a lot of fun with that. Then there's a Polish seasoning called Krakow Nights. And that inside that blend is salt, black and white pepper, coriander, garlic, mustard, marjoram, mace, and savory. I have all those spices, but I would not know how to combine them. So this is why Pennzis for me has changed my life. I am re-inspired in the kitchen. I am making the most delicious vegetarian meals, soups and roasted things and stews and everything. So I highly, highly, highly recommend it. The other thing I love about Pennzis is they have assortments of gift boxes. So guess what my kids' teachers are getting for their gifts this year? A kind box. That's right, kindness matters. So inside the kind box, there's a little thing of Italian herbs, a small size of the seasoned sea salt, and Southwest seasoning, along with a pin that has a heart with the word kind on it, and these beautiful little cards that describe what the seasoning is, and a couple recipes on the back of the card for how you can use your seasoning. That is a great gift, people, because all the teachers I know, they cook for their families too. They do everything. Teachers work so hard. So these are for my teachers. For my friends and for my sister and for friends and sister, I got the Soul box. Now, if this wasn't made for me, I don't know what is. A Soul box of spices, which take a look in here. Look at that. All of those. Oh my gosh, I wish you could smell it. Can you smell? Wafting it. In here, there's a spice called Galena Street. Don't know what that is. There's cinnamon. There's a spice called Florida. Did not even know that. How perfect is that? And Florida has black pepper, citric acid, lemon peel, garlic, orange peel, and onion. So you get this Florida citrus in there. Then you get your Italian herb mix, which I've used a lot of. You have your adobo seasoning, which yum, delicious in beans and stuff. Cajun seasoning, curry. There's a curry in here, and an Ozark style seasoning. That one has salt, black pepper, garlic, thyme, sage, paprika, mustard, ancho, celery, cayenne, dill weed, dill seed, caraway, allspice, ginger, cardamom, bay leaf, mace, cassia, savory, and cloves. Okay, I don't know what to do with this one, but I'm going to research it. That is a lot of yummy spices in there. So, guys, that's a great gift idea. And you're supporting an amazing, amazing company. And everybody loves good food. We all have to eat. And when you cook for your loved ones, it's a beautiful way to show love. So, something else I found that's just a nice little gift to put in a gift bag or perhaps a stocking stuffer for those of you that do stocking stuffers. It's called Sisterhood Soap. It's handmade by refugee women in Iraq. And so the sale of these soaps helps to pull them up, either their families up out of poverty, helps to give them a purpose, helps them to feel as though they are making, they are making contribution, and to give them a small business to take part in so that they can actually have a skill to use as their families are in this enormous transition of so many displaced families, so many refugee families. So on the back of these soaps it says, "The woman who made this bar is strong. Her hands have nurtured life in one of the hardest places on earth. They carried children to safety when violence erupted all around. And these hands have lovingly shaped, cut, and pressed this soap for you. This soap is a testament to her strength." And the website for that is sisterhoodcollection.com. And finally, one more gift idea before I hop off and do another live stream on another page is this. So this is really fun too for your teachers, for your kids, for yourself. This is elephant poop paper. That's right, that's what I said, elephant poop paper. This paper is made from elephant dung, and that's amazing in and of itself, right? I love elephants, therefore I love elephant poop, and so the fibers that come from their output are processed, are debacteriated, and there's no smell. Hold on a second. And they make these beautiful journals, as well as you can get note cards, which I've purchased, and give these as gifts. So the back of this says these were handcrafted with a mixture of elephant waste and post-consumer paper. They were pulped to perfection by the elephants in Sri Lanka. So a lot of you know that there's difficulty with humans sharing the earth with other beings, right? We tend to think that everything is ours and we get to take control of it all. Well, no, we don't. And so elephants, when they're just making their migrations and moving through different areas, they don't know that, like, oh, I can't walk through that garden or eat those vegetables because that belongs to a farmer. They just eat of the earth as they're meant to. And so this is a village in Sri Lanka found a way to coexist well with elephants by making a product from their waste and being in coexistence better with them. So the website for this product is Mr. Ellie, E-L-L-I-E, Pooh, P-O-O-H.com. I've given this to my kids. They really like them, and might also gift them again. So those are my few ideas for right now. I will be back with more. I feel like instead of this being the season of consumption where we buy stuff just to buy stuff, give gifts just to give gifts, with it not having as much meaning and not paying attention to where it comes from and what resources of the planet are being squandered in the making of it. And then a lot of these gifts that we give are never used, and they end up in the trash. This is a horrible, horrible problem. So these are some gifts of meaning that do not rape the earth from her resources, and can be very, very special to the recipient as well. So that's all for now. Okay, bye.